Ladies and gentlemen, now over the last week and a bit, we've been revisiting some Beyond God tier champions to put out some fresh new 2019 gameplay. So in the last week, we've done two videos, one on Blade and one on Domino as well, and both of them were really fun, man. The Domino one was absolutely ridiculous. We had some insane gameplay in that one, so if you haven't already seen some Domino gameplay, man, definitely check that one out. That is absolutely mad. But I've been having a lot of comments about requests for other gameplay videos. But the most comments and the most likes I've had is for a Hyperion revisit video for both Act 6 and the brand new variant as well. So that's what we're going to do today, man. I've had Hyperion at rank 5 myself for about 7 months now, and I knew he's going to be a really good champion, man, but he's really excelled my expectations. He is so absolutely insane for so much endgame content, and I feel like he's one of those characters that just keeps on getting better and better. There's so much useful stuff for Hyperion. He's brilliant for the first variant, brilliant for the second one, so good for so many chapters of Act 6 as well. So yeah, he's just such a solid Beyond God tier champion in my opinion. And today I want to showcase some matchups and highlights, some really good fights that I think Hyperion is really awesome for. So we're going to start in the final chapter, because I actually really like Hyperion. A bit of an odd one. I really like him versus Havok. He's one of my favourite champions to play with if I have to fight a very stacked version of Havok, just because you can heavy counter Havok's heavies and really get some solid damage, and also the stun off the special 2 to get him to his special 2 to avoid those special 1s. So hopefully it's going to turn out, you know, quite alright today, man. And then we're going to jump into maybe another chapter of Act 6, and then also a bit of variant as well. But generally when playing Hyperion, I just like to use these medium-heavy combos. Kind of the standard combo for most champions that have a really good heavy attack. So let's start off by firing off the special 2 there. Might have been a better idea to go for the special 3 straight away, but I do need to be a little bit careful because Moon Knight does have his power gain as well. So he's got a little bit more power gain than he'd usually have. So I think I need to bait that out just for a bit of safety there. Because, you know, the last thing we really want is to get wrecked on Moon Knight's special 3 on the very first fight. But in all fairness, I think I should have probably gone for the special 3 first here. And this chapter, if you use the same special attack twice in a row, then you get like a bomb on you, which starts to degenerate you if you don't activate a special within 5 seconds. Or a heavy attack. Sorry, a heavy attack within 5 seconds. Not a special attack there. Gosh, what am I on about? I was too busy panicking about almost getting Moon Knight to a special 3 there. So yeah, the whole premise of this chapter is you can't use a special 2 times in a row, or else you might get absolutely destroyed. Because if the bomb detonates, or the blast detonates, you take 50% of your max health. So you can get lucky with Hyperion and chain on some special 2s, but I didn't really want to gamble on the very first fight here. But anyway, let's go for a bit of Havok, man. And we got very lucky on the first one, managed to get the parry there, but charging in from a distance, those mediums don't work. But as soon as Havok charges his heavy and then goes down, it's kind of a safe interval to use a heavy attack there. But I just want to start off by throwing off the special 2, hopefully get the stun so we can push him back a little bit here and get him to his special 2. Because Havok, you want to get him to his special 2 so you can bait out the special 2s and drain those stacks of plasma there. So that's one of the biggest things in the Havok matchup. Alright, let's go for that. And if I hold block here, hopefully it should encourage him to throw a heavy. And then we're going to chain on with a special 3, which should push him to his special 2. So we've got him down about 50% now. Still no plasma damage detonation. And if we're very lucky and he throws a special 2 quite quickly, we might not get any of them. Well, let's see what happens. Right, we might be able to do this, man, without any detonation. I think we're most likely going to trigger a crit there. Hey, that was really good. Wow, that was a smooth Havok matchup. Alright, so now that we got that Havok down, I want to jump into, the second quest, because there's a really good tech path here with, like, Iron Man Infinity War and also Red Skull on. So if we go to B here, we've just got a very easy fight in Captain America, man. There's some really odd novelty fights here, but once you get past it, we've got Green Goblin, Iron Patriot, Red Skull, and then finally Iron Man Infinity War. So some pretty good matchups. I think there actually might be a Yondu there as well. But this chapter, what is it? So if you don't land a special attack within 15 hits, you start to degenerate. But as long as you can keep the combo, then you gain additional crit damage as well. So there's a lot of benefit to Hyperion here, just because of his power gain. So his power gain just means you can very, very easily get to those special attack thresholds. So yeah, he's really, really awesome for this one as well. It's definitely a perfect example of a matchup and scenario, and really chapter where Hyperion can shine and kind of go ahead of the competition. Anyway, let's quickly go for a heavy attack here. And then I think we'll go for one more heavy. And how many... Oh, we got a fair few Furies here, to be fair. Right, let's go for a double medium there. And, dude, how did he friggin' block me there? That was mad. I actually don't know how he managed to block me off that double medium. Did I make some, like, really critical mistake there? Maybe. Gosh, I'm gonna probably figure that one out soon enough. That's tremendously annoying, man. That would have been a really nice special too. Right, double medium there. Special 2. Dodge that, lad. And let's go in for another medium attack there. And let's push this man down. So double medium. Should sort him right out, mate. Oh, well, that was a little bit of a sloppy matchup at the start. But, you know, it's an alright recovery, man. An alright recovery there. But let's go ahead and move on to the Iron Patriot matchup. So the opponents in this chapter have between, I think it's about 140k and 170k health. So they're relatively chunky. But Hyperion, in terms of a champion, he is a pretty ramp-up champion. And you're going to see the best result, you know, after you use that special 3 and really get stuck into a lot of fights. But these fights, just because of the node, we don't really have the reach to get to the special 3 initially without getting degeneration. So I think it just makes sense to pummel in some SP2s. Right, oh mate, dude, that was a really, really sick fight there. Oh, Iron Patriot, he went down so fast, lads, so incredibly fast. That second special 2 was really, really nasty. But also, one of the additional perks of Hyperion is just the crazy amount of incinerate damage off the special 1. And a theme that we're seeing with newer champions is a mechanic called critical resistance, which lowers the chance for you to get crits, and Red Skull has that based on his stacks of armor. So being able to inflict a hefty amount of incinerate damage is insanely, insanely valuable as well. Let's fire this one off, do double medium here. Maybe get a heavy attack, and then go for a medium, incinerate. And look at that, mate. Oh, literally, every incinerate is doing 1,000 per tick. So, just absolute madness there. Oh, really, really good time. That's another reason why I love Hyperion, just because there's a lot of versatile ways to deal damage with this champion, whether or not you want that pure damage, just fire some big old special 2s and special 3s. You know, you've got a lot of burst damage, especially if you've got some Furies with a big old special 3 to bypass certain phases of stuff, like Iron Man Infinity War, where you can just layer up incinerates and kind of prepare Iron Man Infinity War to, you know, nuke himself down with those incinerates during a final phase like that. So it can be a lot of fun, mate, a lot of fun. Alright, let's go for the special 2 here. Oh my goodness. Right, I think we can just chain this on, man. Should be able to get him down easy. That Yondu, oh, drops so fast, man. Drops so incredibly fast. Let's move on to the next fight now. Got a little bit of Iron Man Infinity War here. I think after this one, we don't really have a solution to deal with the Biohazard Sentinel who's up after this lad. So we're going to have to probably jump into Variant, but we've got to get this dude down first, man. And with the Aggression Armor node, he can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But one of the pros of Hyperion is just all the attacks off the heavy can be very good for countering the Aggression Armor node. Let's fire off the special 2 here. go for... do you want to go for a special 1? I guess maybe we want to go for another special 2 and then a special 1. Let's fire that off, hopefully get a few Furies. Okay, so he's got 4 stacks of armor at the moment. If we get a special 3, that should take him down a little bit more. Hopefully not below that 15% range where he's going to auto-block all the time. Wow, that really did no damage. I guess it's because he has 4 stacks of armor, but that puts us in a really advantageous position now to nuke this lad down with a special 1. Okay, we got 1 stack of Incinerate through, and our Heavy's going to hit very, very hard as well. So, I don't know, it might be alright. There we go, mate. That 1 stack of Incinerate, in all fairness, did a lot of work, man. I feel like it was about 800 and something per tick. I think I saw 814 there. So even 1 stack of Incinerate was 1,600 damage every single second. It's crazy, man. A lot of value off this Hyperion. Alright, so we're going to finish off today by jumping into the brand new variant, Mystery in the Micro Realm. So Hyperion is so good for this. Just being a large champion means, firstly, that you can use all of his specials without the damage back penalty. And also, because of Hyperion's power gain, and also the crazy amount of damage and Furies off the heavy attack, it actually just ends up working really, really well for a lot of the most annoying fights. So we're going to be taking on maybe a couple of really annoying fights today. We're going to go for the Poison, Domino, and Killmonger. So yeah, this one, ideally Gladiator Hulk is very, very good for this fight, man. But I used Hyperion on my initial runs for both of these encounters, and he worked out really, really well for both. You know, Domino is just so annoying to fight, especially when she's very, very stacked up like this. So there is a lot that can go wrong in this matchup, but his heavy attack can actually be quite good for mitigating the critical failure damage if you do get a lot of fails on it, just because the more you fail with critical failure, the less damage it ends up dealing. So it can be somewhat beneficial, but ideally you want 5 Furies, man. But with her small ability accuracy reduction, there's a very low chance of that triggering. We've just had a parry fail there. A little bit unfortunate, but hopefully we can get into this fight now with a special 3. It's just Domino being Domino, mate. She's just such a fun and interactive champion. And again, if you do have a Gladiator Hulk, he is really, really good for dealing with Dominos, especially in the second variant. But not everybody does, dude. At the time of this variant being released, I don't think I had access to Gladiator Hulk. I think we got him off some Cavalier Crystals shortly after. Right, let's fire off the special 2 there. Hopefully get a stun. And I just want to walk toward Domino, because if I charge in, I'm going to get the damage back from glancing, and there we go. Man, that's a really, really nice finish in the end. Yeah, so that ended up working quite alright, mate. You know, that certainly wasn't too bad at all. Let's go for a bit of Killmonger as well. So let's smash in just a small energy refill here. I think hopefully 1 more is going to take us to Killmonger. So let's hope that does the job there. And then, again, this Killmonger is pretty damn stacked. He's got 170k, and we need to be very, very careful of reverberation. But the special 2 has an armor break, so you can disable his armor, thus disabling his reverb as well. So we want to get that off really as soon as we can. Right, let's chain that on. Got the armor break there. I think it's safe to use 1 heavy. Okay. But now we want to try and bait out a special 2. Right, let's fire that off. You can see, man, even from a little glancing hit there, we took a crazy, crazy amount of damage. So you do have to be somewhat careful to avoid using those mediums where possible. Just heavy attacks, chain onto the special 2, and you're good to go, man. You're good to go. Right, come on, mate. Let's get a crit on this one. Oh, no, that's really unfortunate. Right. Let's interrupt that heavy, and I think that should be it, mate. Yeah. Whoa! Again, a couple of really, really good showcase fights of Hyperion there. Again, that is one of the most annoying paths to start off with. When it does come to 100% variant, I think we'll actually smash out full energy refill. See if we can go a little bit further, man. Maybe get this cable down as well. Maybe the void if we're very, very, very lucky. But I need to remember, I think, you know, we're going to be lucky to get past this cable in all fairness, man. Because there could be an awful lot of block damage on that special one, especially with a 40k, you know, PI cable. There's, a lot of potential damage there. Right, let's chain on the special too. Oh, that's a really, really good one, man. Right, let's go for one more. Heavy, is that a bit too risky? Don't know, bro. Maybe if we get a good crit here. Oh, just about, man. That was so good. That was such a beautiful kill there, man. 40 hits. Cable went down so damn quickly. Honestly, once you get a bit of firepower going with that special too, there's no stopping this, man. He's just so incredibly good. So I'm actually surprised how far we've managed to make it down this path without using any boost or health potions here, because this one is, again, one of the more tricky paths to deal with. Oh, 5 Furies straight off the bat, man. Straight up to 8 there. Okay, this could be really, really mega if we do land a crit here. What? Oh my goodness! That was mad, boys. That was mad. Oh, we had some fantastic RNG there. 26 hits. That was really, really good. Don't know if we're gonna be able to get this this void down. We're gonna give it a go because void is immune to incinerate, so our special one isn't gonna work here. We got a high frequency of hits, especially on the heavy attacks, so he might work out all right. But again, there's a lot of health and a fair bit of damage dealt by this lad as well. Right. Oh, okay, we just about managed to smooth purify that one. Hopefully we can get the stun here. And we didn't get the stun. Come on, mate. Let's get a stun. Perfect. Come on, one more stun. Let's go. Oh, dude. Oh, mate. That was so clutch, man. That was, wow, that's crazy, man. That was really, really crazy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's 5-star Hyperion gameplay, I think that path was mad, mate. That was so incredibly mad. Please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. I've had so much fun kind of revisiting a lot of these Beyond God tier champions. So yeah, if you want to check out the Domino and Blade Beyond God tier videos, they are on the channel, man. I definitely suggest checking out the Domino one, man, because there is honestly just some crazy fights in that. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's Hyperion gameplay, please do smash that like button because it really does help me out. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.